issues. Menoka says Sammy Gyamfi, his days are numbered. The reason I may party say his days are numbered is because of a new report at IFI IMF for Waba. This particular report, IFI IMF for Waba, no, they are mentioning Sammy Gyamfi by name. They are mentioning the CEO of Goldbod, Sammy Gyamfi, by name and saying, say Sammy Gyamfi, Juma na 1 year within this year, no, wa Ghana cap over $214 million. You all know, say President Mahama Oba Power, no, were appointed Sammy Gyamfi as the Goldbod CEO, and what the Goldbod, for those of you don't know, former PMMC, and on my year, and I buy Goldbod. So the Goldbod basically they buy gold, and as they take gold, and then what they do is that they sell it, or perhaps no, they took Ghana a reserves. And one of the things they've been doing of late is pumping the gold, and omuji gold no ma pump it, and they share reserves near cotton. Ni dollar near the best economy ni musine be bit my the EKP the inflation at bay and then CD to dollar ratio is a bit okay, but then yeah, that's sorry, yeah. IMF party say what Goldbod is doing, you know, it doesn't make sense, or perhaps you know they may seem to be doing a good job, but then the end result is something which is bad for the country. So end results are losses. We should the screen so also Goldbod off-takers fees. Others, or say Goldbod off-takers fees, other charges deepen BOG gold for oil reserves. Losses to $214 million in just 9 months. 2025 IMF report. Intuition the whole screen so omo parts a Goldbod, omo operation. The B or Y an off-taker. Let me explain what an off-taker is. So Goldbod, what they do is they buy gold from small-scale mining, and also they buy it from Anglo Gold Ashanti and these mining companies. Now, gold they buy, you ain't me for to taxi mumba. We need to put it in a certain car, armor car, because a gold now see a pet soldier form me protect this gold no. Gold no cry ba. One more on back test ya she. One more be find fidiemu. And see we are very fine no. And since we are the logistics, you be fee Bank of Ghana, you be to your reserves, you tom. One more just to make sure that this gold at the end of the day it sits at our reserves. And as at the end of the day, this gold you be tom ni scan it be Ghana, you be other projects no. Sanya man and all of these things no. And normal business because operational costs no. And no in terms of this Goldbod no, and at buying of these minerals and selling no, you find off-taker fees. Inti IMF 4 reports on the air party say sa Goldbod operation your more pretty off-taker fees no, and I seen a match moves the whole back and forth operational costs no. Nyamana a car more budget taking the gold to and fro and selling it no. I just say a year a sumbo. I'm a profit anchor was a Ghana for so we see as if you go nya. I'm a Ghana, ya boka $240 million in just 9 months. Now, this particular report is coming from IMF. What you see on the screen here, join news. But then, for those of you on Pesa Moshe, just exactly what IMF said. No, let us put this particular thing on the screens. Now, in really just the portion IMF for Eka and Semi will be a grateful person. Am I the exact part here? So all we have to do is just scroll up and also share. I'll be to my IMF website, imf.org. Into share has seen now should be highlighting now. Or say in 2025 and quarter no every year we have 3 quarters, 4 months each. So January to April, first quarter, May to August, second quarter, September to December, third quarter. Into Q3 here and third quarter. Also in 2025, through end of third quarter, losses from the artisanal and small scale mining, that's ASM, and dog gold transactions component of G4R have reached $240 million, 0.2% of GDP, mostly on trading losses, but also also on Goldbod off-taker fees. The apart say Ghana for you gold near small scale mining, sika you got gold near beton, the operational cost near many any artisan. Baby are gold no I be near the other many no a car bono I got $240 million. But also what we have here is that Goldbod Apart from the small scale miners, omo up and down near the no Goldbod, omo off taker fees no. Omo mine ko for ko giveaway soldier for no mo ko bullion van sa off taker fees ni kwano. Ghana ka $214 million, which is equivalent to 0.2% of the entire gross domestic product and GDP of Ghana. So they brought out a figure figuratively to explain or tell us how this whole thing is going. Now, same way by and Sammy Gyamfi akasa debi also abekasa because just yesterday, the 23rd and also the 22nd of December, he was shouting himself on social media. Or mama Ghana nyesika gold no one ban for same baby. I'm many news portals. I don't know if this is sabotage and I say the IMF just want to tell Ghanaians something. But then IMF, if anything, Sammy Gyamfi ababe kasa, and the cause is simple. Say IMF among your Ghanaian company, among your foreign watchdog, a foreign company. So if they are saying say Goldbod is making losses under its current CEO, then what it translates to is sacking. According to the IMF report, Goldbod had incurred losses totaling 214 million as of third quarter 2025, representing 0.2% of Ghana's GDP. Sammy Gyamfi will go to jail, trust me. Sammy Gyamfi will go to jail. It's weighing some of the comments is a comment in the ABB. In fact, before I call Sammy Gyamfi, we just have to take a couple of them. People want Sammy Gyamfi to be jailed. This is not conspiracy theory. It is one thing people want. I'll say, breaking news. Yesterday, the Ghana Goldbod surpassed its 2025 small-scale gold exporter, generating over 10 billion. This was what, Sammy Gyamfi posted here and Sana IMF for or more drop bomb no so. But then okay, we have this particular commenter and also no obi ebe trobi bi ewasia na ochimu why certain things should be done. Intuition has say Sammy Gyamfi because Sammy Gyamfi be kasai say in some ekoso and no IMF4 they want to do propaganda near there. This is what Sammy Gyamfi posted though. Also the Goldbod has made no losses. So Sammy Gyamfi tini baby say IMF report on the abano true. Intel no ena papi Ebeka say because Sammy Gyamfi posted a whole lot of things to explain himself. Okay. Ena papi Ebeka say Sammy Gyamfi watch him ye bats no ena ya asem no. Inti bats no anything bats no papa no echemu say Sammy Gyamfi, if you explain everything or if you explain yourself very well, but Sammy Gyamfi, thanks for the clarification. But the IMF staff report describes the picture a bit differently, and it needs reconciling. And it needs reconciling with documents. The IMF says gold for oil generated losses of 128 million in 2024, and that in 2025 losses have reached $240 million, also on Goldbod off-taker fees. So if Goldbod says, if Goldbod says there's nothing like there's nothing like off-taker fees, then please publish the contract terms and show what the IMF is counting under that label: discounts, refining, freight, insurance, and etc. And who books it? BOG or Goldbod? BOG in your Bank of Ghana. Also, IMF needs notes. Also, IMF notes reserve gains warrants only on Goldbod. 500 million is due to valuation effects and over $800 million in CRRR in forestries. Let's settle it with audited numbers and a clean reconciliation. So now people are saying the own NDC for ankasa Sammy Gyamfi for na ankasa party say wabekasa. So there's nothing like off-taker fees near there. But also share reports now. Reports didn't just look at Mohammed's government. It looked at the gold for oil last year course. So and I'm say last year gold for oil it gave us a loss of $128 million. But then some losses, you intimi pay ama Goldbod or more off-taker fees, ama sa losses na increase ako $240 million. Now, Sammy Gyamfi posted this. Or say the Goldbod has made no losses. Now he posted this just a few hours ago, 4 hours ago, because the number now, a date, the time now at 6:02 p.m., which is today, the 24th of December 2025. But then we will take a look at what he said. Into me reading now, we'll just read one of them because at the end of the day, I was say while the Ghana Goldbod values and appreciates feedback and constructive criticism, it is important to clarify certain misconceptions making rounds in the media space about the trade operations of the Goldbod. First and foremost, number one, the Ghana Goldbod has made no losses. Rather, the Goldbod has made significantly profits, surplus under the gold trade programs in the year 2025. Financial statements of the Goldbod audited, published on its website, bear this fact out and indicate that the institution is set to declare income surplus of not less than 600 million cedis for the year in 2025. In Sammy Gyamfi parties a report to IMF for the Abaniyano. Rather, they've made a profit of over $600 million, which will probably be somewhere around like $50 million. Yes, also they've made a profit of over 600 million Ghana cedis. But converted about dollars more, it will somewhere be around 80 or 70 million dollars. Two, the Goldbod has this year been responsible for only the local purchasing, an export of gold for the Bank of Ghana. The selling or trading of gold purchased by Goldbod to off-takers lies in the exclusive domain of the Bank of Ghana. It is Sammy Gyamfi purchase. If there's anything to blame for off-taker fees, insurance, freights, it is not within the Goldbod's domain or authority, because what the Goldbod does is just to take the gold from the small scale miners and give it to Bank of Ghana. Their job is just ends there. So if anything goes beyond that, then we need to tackle the Bank of Ghana. Three, the Goldbod is not aware of any losses of $240 million incurred by BOG or Bank of Ghana under the Gold for Reserve program on account of Goldbod off-taker fees. The financials of the Gold for Reserve and Gold for Forest programs of the Bank of Ghana for the year 2025 are yet to be audited. It's a part saying all of these things, and in Sama Ekosono said Goldbod is making losses near the other. It's something to him, and they can see on authority and see everything. Say no, in Sama Eko and rather they are making profits. And that is exactly what is really going on here. Minokasin acquire back and forth, and atonement to be brave between the Bank of Ghana and also between IMF and also Goldbod. And Goldbod is saying that if there's anything, the person or the institution we should lay the blame squarely or solely on is the Bank of Ghana, because the Bank of Ghana does most of those things like off-takers near there. But then a Goldbod per se, all they do is buy the gold from the small scale miners. So that is exactly what is really going on here in this particular account. You will take some few comments. Now, so with updates here they back, because you have some few important updates. I mean, you can say, chichi Nigeria be we need to look at all of these particular things at Ekoso in our Republic Ghana. But before then, share this particular video back IT for